Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Tel Cockerel. Game week predictions for game week 17. I hope that everyone is as good as can be, happy, healthy, and if you're not on your road to being happy and healthy, as I've said to a lot of people, we've got a really packed week with predictions. Sorry, I'm not being put off. It's just I can see people joining. As they're joining, I'm going to add them to the show. Packed week of predictions. I've already set up all the predictions and results show for the next week or so, because it seems to be that one day after another, we've got things happening and things going on. So today's predictions show is for week 17. And then they're being played Saturday and Sunday. On Monday, we have the results for week 17 and the predictions for week 18. So that'll be on Monday, because the games are being played on Boxing Day and on the Friday, so next Thursday and Friday. And then on the Saturday, so next Saturday, it will be the results of week 18 and predictions for week 19, because they'll be playing them Sunday, Monday, right through to New Year's Day. And then on the 2nd of January, I've got the results for week 19. And then on the Friday, the 3rd, we'll have the predictions show for week 20. Absolutely stacked and packed. Right, I've got Lee Wizards here as well. Sorry, as I'm explaining to you all, there's people appearing, and I'm making sure that I'm adding people to the show as I can see them. I will say hello to you now, guys. Did I see? Yeah, I did. I'm sure I did. Ed M's here as well. Just work my way up the list to see who I saw. Let me go up. Yeah, Ed M. Rinketic. What does Rinketic say? He's here. Let me just add Rinketic. Carl Simpson's here. The sheriff's here. Am I missing anyone? Carl Simpson, the sheriff. I've got Ian already. Jimmy Hotspur's here. All right. Got Jimmy Hotspur, Carl Simpson, and the sheriff. Let me just put the sheriff in here. There he is. Right. Once people are added. Right. So that's explaining it all. Now, Sheriff, you're here. You've got a enter. Got Adrian here saying, Caesar's greetings, Jose at all. Whilst people to smash a like on your way in or during the show, all interaction and appreciation is welcomed. Good afternoon, Johnny Bethnal Green says afternoon, Tottenham till I die, and Jose. Good afternoon. Big Bad John is here. Afternoon, John. I hope you're well, John. We missed you last week in the predictions. We missed you. I'm glad you're back. Graham's here, says afternoon, Jose, and all the chat. Good afternoon, Graham. I hope you're well. Ian Meff is here, says afternoon, Jose, and gluttons of punishment in the chat, says Ian. We've got Senor Daniel. Small downs to you, sir. Small downs. Daniel says big up to everyone. We also have David Clark, says hi to everyone in the chat. Good afternoon, David Clark. I hope you are well. You're the name that I need to add now, because that was one of the ones. And I think I saw the potato here as well. So I'll add the potato to the stream as well. Right, where was the potato? I saw the potato a minute ago. There he is. We add the potato. So yes, it's a stacked. We're stacked with shows for the next 5 days or so, 6 days or so, because of the way the fixtures have fallen. Jimmy Hotspur's here says, big up Jose in the chat. Good afternoon. We're in the semis. We certainly are. The Wiz, who meets us in the semi, says, big up Jose in the chat. Big up the Wiz. EMS says, I was away for my birthday on Tuesday, but my score was crap last week, so maybe I am glad I missed it. Rinketic, if you join in, you join in. I'll just roll back for you. Potato Stew says, hello, everyone. Hello, Potato. The Sheriff says, big up, Jose. I'm in for the sack in the online one. Are you? Ronnie's here. Ronnie, good afternoon, Ronnie. Let me add you to the show. Can I also mention some of you guys? Yesterday, I was asked, I filled in and I hosted the We Are Tottenham TV pump-up show. And there was 1,200 people in the chat. So it's nothing like my chat. There was 1,200 people in the chat. And it's hard to read everyone's comments. But I did ask for a bit of support out there. And it was so nice to see some of you come in and put comments in there in the chat. It didn't help. It didn't half help me move the show along. An hour didn't seem to whiz past for me yesterday. It seemed to take its time. And you know, when you're talking to 30, 40 people, it's one thing. When you're talking to 1,200, it's a whole different ballgame. Obviously, you can't interact with the chat like we do here because you can't read everyone's comments in We Are Tottenham TV. So couldn't interact with everything, but I did notice the people there, and I thank you very much for coming in and for helping me along. Edem's here, says good afternoon. Afternoon, Jose, and everyone in the chat. Good afternoon, Edem. Carl Simpson's here, says hello, Jose, and everyone in the chat. Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon. Gus Parker's here. Greetings, Jose and the firm. So Gus P is here. Let me add Gus P. And I think I just saw Neil. And I haven't got to his comment yet, but I think I saw Neil come in. So let's add Gus P. Let's then add Neil as well. It's easier for me to add people now than start finding people later. We've got Neil. There he is. Neil says here, hello, finally my phone is going wonky and I had no way of saying hi. I am here now though, he said. So hi to everyone in the chat and hi Jose. Good afternoon, Paul. Paul's here. We've got Paul G. My wife's coming back from work. I can hear the door going, the dogs are barking. She finishes up work now. She's not back to work in the hospitals till next Friday. So happy wife, I think. You got Paul G says, good afternoon, Jose. Good afternoon, Paul G. Peter Kagaya says, hi, all 3:08 a.m. in Melbourne. Can't stay long. No worries, Peter. I'm glad that, to your messages. I think you saw the game the same way I did yesterday through the comments that you and I have made or the messages we've exchanged to each other. I hope you are really well, Peter. And Peter's gifted 5 channel memberships out. That's very kind, Peter. Now I've got to find who he sent them to because I didn't realise that you'd done that. They've gone to Vindaloo, We Are Spurs TV, Steve D, Leo the Mile High Hotspur, and Andy LUFC Till I Die. So if anyone comes in and you've been gifted a membership just now, then Peter Kagayas is the man you all need to thank. Graham says you've done a stellar job, Jose. Yeah, like I said, to have 1,200 people in a chat is far different to only having 30, 40 in a chat. And obviously, as I said, you can't read everyone's comments out. But as the show was flowing, because I was hosting it, so I just had to ask guest questions and pose questions to them. As it was doing it, I was looking at all the comments, and the comments fly through one after another when you've got 1,200 people. But for the people that came and supported me over there, I'm really, really grateful. You made my job a hell of a lot easier by seeing your kind comments. So thank you, Graham. Jesse's here. Good afternoon, Jesse. Jesse, let me add you to the show. Jesse, there we go. Add Jesse to the show. And then you've got Finn's here. Good afternoon, Finn. Let me add you. And who else we got? We own the Manchester club, says Daniel Coyce. And Carlson says, I saw the game while hiding behind a pillow in the second half. Daniel Coyce, 4 times City and Man United have been beaten by Spurs this season, with more to continue. Peter Correa says, 4 more players, lads, and we'll be cooking. Coover's here. Good afternoon, Senor Coover. Let me add Kuba to the show. So if we add Kuba in now, that's another one. Right, so I have got 20 odd people that I've added into the show. 30 watching. So if anybody else that's watching at the moment, Colin Blackshaw's here. If anybody that's here watching that wants to enter, please do so. You're more than welcome to enter and to start playing now. For Ian Meth, right, just a quick one for the people that didn't play last week. So that'd be Ian Meth, doesn't know his score. Ian, you last week, if I can share it. Ian, where's Ian Meth? Right, guesses. Oh, let me just get the comment out of the way from hide the comment. Let's see what Ian is. Ian's there. Ian, you scored 7 points last week, mate. 7 points. Finn, who's in here at the moment, scored 4 points. Finn, you only predicted 8 games out of 14, so you scored. One, two. So Colin, you got 3 last week. Custom spoons. You got 7 last week. Wiz was below. Wiz, you scored 5 points last week. So, yeah, people scored points last week. It wasn't the greatest week, but people did score points. And for some of you that are here now, what that then does for the league tables is Percy and Matthew on the way up. And early doors football from Tony. People on the move. Ben Kaufman. Ben Kaufman had a brilliant week, as I said in the show. Ben had an absolutely brilliant week. Actually got 1 correct prediction as well. Had a brilliant week. It's gone into 81st. Stacey into 75th. Mr. M 74th. Andy LUC into 70th. These are the people that moved. Jimmy Hotspur moved into 62nd. Custom Spoons, you moved into 59th. So you said you hadn't played a while, but you're already 59th. And seeing that there's 108 teams playing, you've already moved halfway. Then we've got people like Neil into 51st, Grant 50th, Ashby 47th, Potato 40th, 44th, Vindaloo 42nd, Side Dancer 40th, Colin 39th, Chang 37th, Nick Roundtable took 30th, Wiz, you're 31st, and you're up there. Finn, you're 43rd, just from the people that I'm looking at there at the moment. And in the top half of the table, I have to take this stream off, don't I? In the top half of the table, you've got Tigaro's 26th, David Shear 21st, Mikey Romero. Dekaru's here. Dekaru, I hope you are predicting today, because if you predict, you will climb. It's proofs in the pudding, Dekaru. A point on alphabeticals, a point takes you up to 102nd. 2 points on alphabeticals will take you to 100. 3 points just on alphabeticals alone will take you to 96. So Dekaru, it's all to play for. But anyway, it is what it is, as they say. Hanno's here as well. Hanno, I'm going to add you. And Dekaru, I'm going to add you as well. Hanno, where's Hanno? Hanno and Dekaru. Right. Let me add Hanno and Dekaru. And I hope you're well, Dekaru. I hope you are well. Daniel Coy says the interview by Ange yesterday after the game was top class. Top class. It certainly was, mate. Here's Drula. Drula's arrived as well. Oh, we've got Rorty, we've got Dekaru and Drula. The double D's together here on the show. Fantastic. Let me just add you, Dekaru. I'm going to add you, and I'm also going to add Drulala. Right, there's Drula. And do you know what? I am going to start now because we have 20. How many people we got in the show at the moment? People in the show at the moment, I have 26 people. So here we go. Right, we're going to start off with first game. which is tomorrow's game. Is it a 12:30 kickoff? Let me have a look. If it's a 12:30 kickoff, let me have a look. The first game we are going to tomorrow is right. It is that 12:30 kickoff tomorrow. So the first game we have tomorrow is Aston Villa versus Manchester City. Please, people. Ooh. Kuba's quick. Kuba's in first. Kuba's in a rush. Kuba's in a rush. Kuba's in a rush. Kuba's gone for 1-1. EMF 2-1. EMF 2-1. Then we have Graham 1-0. Graham 1-0. We have Finn Rickwood at 1-0. Finn Rickwood at 1-0. There's Finn at 1 apiece. Then we have Drewler's game 1-2. Last in, she's done pretty quickly to get us in. 1-2. Who else we got? We got Adrian at 1-2. 1-2 for Adrian. Then I have Gus Parker at 0-3. Gus P. Gus P at 0-3. 0-3 for Gus. And then we have a 2-1 for Neil, a 2-1 for Custom Spoons. Custom Spoons and Neil, both 2-1. It's Custom Spoons and Neil at 2-1. Dekaru 3-1. Dekaru 3-1. Then we have Daniel at 1-2. Daniel at 1-2. Lee Wiz at 2-all. Lee Wiz 2-2. Then we have the potatoes also going for a 2-all draw. So there's a couple of Daigles in the house. The 2-all. We have Big John at 1-3. Big John at 1-3. And then we have Carl Simpson at 1-2. Carl's 1-2. And then we have the Sheriff's going for 5-0. 5-0 for the Sheriff. Oh my God, I made it to the first game. I'm going to go with Rinketic. So 1-2 for the away team. So 1-2 for Rinketic. Ronnie says 1-2. Ronnie, where's Ronnie? I did add Ronnie to the show. Where did I put Ronnie? Here he is. 1-2 for Ronnie. 3-2 for Jimmy Hotspur. 3-2 for Jimmy. 2-1 for Jesse. 2-1 for Jesse. 1-2 for David Clark. 2-3 for Johnny Bethnal Green. Did I miss it? Edem's 2-all. Have I got everybody? No, I'm missing Colin Blackshaw and Paul G. Have I missed them completely? Colin Blackshaw and Paul G. Let me have a look. No, Colin Blackshaw said 2-all. So I found Colin Blackshaw's score. And now I've just got to find Paul G. Paul G does this to me every Friday. I have to keep looking now. Paul G's a blue, and I can't see Paul G. I can't see Paul G. Right, Paul G's the one that's missing. Right, and Hanno. Hanno's missing. Very unsure about this game because Diaz is out for City. Right, all I need is a score from you, Hanno. Unless I've missed it. Hanno, I need a score from you and a score from Paul G. And then we're in like Flim for the first lot. Paul G's gone 1-2. All right. Right, Hanno's not giving me a score. He's just telling us that he's very unsure. Right, for this game, I have gone for Aston Villa 1, Manchester City 3 is a score that I've gone for. 34 people watching at the moment. If anyone wants to enter, please put your score in now, and you're more than welcome to enter. So anyone that's late, that's just joining, you're more than welcome to enter this competition. How it works is you get 3 points for a correct score. So if you went for Manchester City 2, 1-3 says Vindaloo. If you get a correct score, so if you predicted a 2-all draw for this game, you'd score 3 points. If a home win if you've predicted a draw of 2-all and a home side or an away side wins, you get nothing. But if you predicted a 2-all draw and you get that's 3 points. If it becomes 1-1 or 0-0 or 3-3, you score a point for any other draw, but 3 points if you get the correct score. And the same goes for the home or the away team, depending what result you've gone for. Now I've got to find Vindaloo just to add him. I've put his score in Vindaloo. Right, so Vindaloo is in there. Right, Vindaloo, I've got you. So, right, I'm going to move on to the second game. But if anyone decides they want to play, please join in. The second game that I'm looking at this week is Brentford versus Nottingham Forest, please, people. Brentford versus Nottingham Forest. Ooh, Carl's the first one in. Gone for 1-2. 1-2. EMF 2-all. God, that jumped quick, didn't it? 3-5 says Gus Parker. Gus, you been on the old sherry on the last day of the last Friday before Christmas? Everyone breaks up in the office. You're on the sherry. 3-5. Potato stew says 3-2. Potato says 3-2. 3-2 for the potato. And then we have Big John says 2-1. 2-1 for Big John. Kuba says 3-2. Kuba sees goal. Kuba says 3-2. Drula says 2-1. Bobby K is here. Bobby K. Bobby K. Bobby K is another one who's thankful for everyone that joined us yesterday on We Are Tottenham TV. Good afternoon, Bobby. I hope you're well. Jimmy Hotspur says 2-1. Jimmy H says 2-1. 2-1 with Jimmy Hotspur. And then we've got Ed M at 1-all. Ed M at 1-all. Neil at 2-2. Desmond at Eagle for Neil. Ronnie says 3-1. Ronnie. 3-1 for Ronnie. Got one Ronnie. Where's Ronnie? Up here. 3-1. Lee Wiz at 2-all. Senior Wiz at 2 apiece. Colin Blackshaw 1-3. Colin Blackshaw 1-3. Adrian at 2-1. Adrian 2-1. Dekaru 0-2. Dekaru 0-2. Finn is 2-1. Finn. Today we have 3 bonus games, by the way, just thought I'd let you know. Bobby K 1-3. Bobby, you missed the first game, and the first game was Aston Villa versus Man City, Bobby. Aston Villa, Man City. Just find Bobby K so I can add him. I don't know, people must be out with their doing things, because there's some certain regulars that are not here at the moment. Then we have Spurs GCTV at 1-1. 1-1 for Spurs GCTV for Graham. 9-8 for the Sheriff. Go on, the Sheriff. The Sheriff. These are not the kind of results he puts in his league. I know that. Brentford 3-2 for David Clark. David Clark has asked for a 3-2. David Clark shall get a 3-2. That's what I've put in for you. A 1-2 for Rinketic again. A Rinketic 1-2. Custom Spoons says 2-1. Ryan G. How are you, Ryan? How are you, Ryan? We're on the second game, Ryan. So if you want to join in, mate, you can do. I'll add you to the show. I hope you're well, Ryan. Let me just add Ryan there because he's no doubt will put some scores in. Who else we got? Jesse's going 2-1. Jesse's going 2-1. And then you got JBG going at 1-1. Johnny Bethnal Green at 1-1. And then we've got Daniel Coys at 2-1. Daniel Coys, where's Daniel Coys at 2-1? Daniel Coys is up there at 2-1. Ryan G says 1, Villa 1, Man City 2. Okay, so I've got that one, Ryan. Lovely. Bobby Kes says 1-3. Okay, Bobby, so I've got you for both games. Lovely. Paul G says 1-1 for this one. 1-1. And am I missing anyone? Am I missing anyone? Well, I don't know where Hano's gone, so I'm going to take him out. Hano's gone, so I'm going to take Hano out and put him down there. And Ellie, take her out and put her down there. And then we have, who else we got? Missing one result. Jose, don't forget the forecast is very windy. It's been a week. It's been weeks since I've caught a Jose stream. Been trying to sleep at regular times. I'm on 2 weeks holiday now, so I'm falling back into bad habits. I'm on my first week. I'm on my first week. Leo, your membership has been gifted to you by none other than Peter Kagayas, my friend. Peter Kagayas. So I'm missing Vindaloo and Ryan G for this game. So Brentford, Nottingham Forest, Vindaloo and Ryan G. I know, Ryan G says 3-1. Found Ryan G. So it's just Vindaloo. Have I missed Vindaloo's out? Let me go back and have a look for Vindaloo. Vindaloo. Right, Vindaloo, I cannot see a score for you. Right. Okay, 10 minutes. So he's in the bar. Okay, so Vindaloo's streaming from a pub. So apart from Vindaloo, I think I've got everybody's. We just can't copy this in. Cut and paste that one. Right, so that's that. Don't know where Vindaloo's gone. Right. Vindaloo went 1-3. He went 1-3 for the first game because he was late. He was late, Ryan. So he's gone 1-3 for the first game. It's the only result he's put in, and that was for the first game. Yeah, he's put it in for the first game. It wasn't the second game. He put it in for the first game. So he hasn't put anything in for the second game. But we move on. No worries. Right, we move on. The next game we have is Ipswich versus Newcastle, please, people. Ipswich versus Newcastle. Sorry, just to confirm, my result was I've gone for Brentford 3, Nottingham Forest 1. Just to confirm what I'd gone for. Carl Simpson has come in at 1-3. 1-3 with Carl. 0-2 for Graham. Oh, 0-2 for Graham. I must have been mad. I've gone the other way round to these people, but there we go. 0-3 for Potato Stew. 1-1 for Gus P. Gus has gone 1-1. Gone from a 3-5 in the previous game to a 1-1, Gus. That's some turnaround. Big John's going 1-3. There's a bit of copying. Neil's gone for 1-3 and Finn's gone for 1-3. They're all sitting next to each other in the classroom. All coming out with the same score, one after the other. One after the other. 1-3 there for Neil. 0-2 for Ryan. 0-2 for Ryan. Daniel Coys is going 1-3. Daniel Coys. Where's Daniel Coys? Daniel Coys. Here he is, 1-3. And then we have also a 1-3 for Jesse and a 1-3 for JBG. These people, they're all been copying each other. And a 1-3 up there for JBG as well. Have we got anyone breaking? Oh, look at that. Dekaro's broken the mold. Dekaro's gone 2-1. So Dekaro's broken the mold. He's gone for 2-1. Spurs diehards. Adrian's gone for 1-2. David Clark's also gone for 1-2. Let me see if I can find Mr. Clark. Mr. Clark is there. 1-2. Bobby K bucks a trend. 1-1. Custom Spoons has copied Bobby in the 1-1 draw as well. 1-1 draw for Custom Spoons. Drewler's going 2-3. Drewler can see goals. Drewler 2-3. Ed M 2-3. Ed M 2-3. Mr. Meth 1-1. Mr. Meth 1-1. Hoover 1-2. Hoover 1-2. Paul G 0-2. Paul G 0-2. Jimmy Hotspur's gone for 2-2. Jimmy H, where are you? There we are. Jimmy H has gone for a tool draw. Lee Wiz has gone for 1-3. 1-3 for Jimmy. Lee Wiz. I put mine in before the others on my chat. Neil, I've got yours. You're in, Neil. I'm using Plan C as I copied off the overlap Super 6, says Big John. I should copy, though. It might help, says Neil. I did mine like this on my online prediction, says Lee Wiz. The same as me today. Burgess at Ipswich is probably the most informed Aussie player at the moment. I have to go with Ipswich, says Dekaru. Daniel, if it goes tits up, I'll need my Plan D. And Ronnie's going for 1-2. Ronnie's gone for a 1-2. Which means I am missing, at the moment, Rinketic, the Sheriff, Colin Blackshaw, and Vindaloo. Okay, Vindaloo, I am missing Brentford's Nottingham Forest, first of all, for you, Vindaloo. And then this one, Vindaloo. We're on this one now. It's the third game. So this one, Vindaloo, and then you're in. And the only person I'm missing now is Mark Cousins and the Rinketic and Vindaloo for Ipswich Newcastle. And then other than that, we are in. Oh, that like button ain't measuring up, is it? 1-2 for Vindaloo. That like button is not measuring up compared to the people that we've got watching the show. 1-2 for Vindaloo. I thought hitting the like button was staple, guys. Come on. Right. I don't know where Mark Cousins and Rinketic are, but we move along. The next game is West Ham versus Brighton, please, people. West Ham versus Brighton. Got 5 stars. What am I doing? Side dancers here. Is that right? Did someone say size here? Hi, Sai. I'll add you now, mate. Start from this one, Sai. Let's get Side Dancer into the show. There we are. Sai. Side Dancer. We get him in now. Right. So, first and foremost, I'm going to start with our leader, has gone for 0-1. Mr. Simpson is going 2-1. Sorry, Ipswich 2, Newcastle 1 is the result I've gone for. 2-1. So Dekaru, I've done mine a lot earlier, and you've gone for the same result as me. Two great minds think alike, Day. That's all I'm going to say to you. 0-1, 2-1 for Carl Simpson. 2-1 for Mr. Simpson. And then we have Drooler at 1-2. Drooler at 1-2. Potato Stew 1-2. The potato has gone to 1-2. Big John 1-0. Big John 1-0. Neil 1-0. Adrian 2. Neil 1-0. Neil 1-0. 2-1 for Gus Parker. 2-1 for Gus. Ronnie is at 2 apiece. Ronnie is at 2 apiece. Jesse is 1-2. Jesse 1-2. Colin Blackshaw 1-3. Mr. Blackshaw at 1-3. Dekaru at 1-2. Dekaru at 1-2. And then we have Edem at 1-0. Edem at 1-0. Finn at 1-2. The Wiz at 1-2. Finn and Wiz been sitting next to each other. Any chance? 1-2. And the Wiz has gone 1-2. Then we have, oh, look at that. Daniel Coy's is copying everybody. Daniel hasn't got his plan today, so he's got a plan F. And that means forge everybody. Jimmy Hotspur's gone 2-1. 2-1 for Jimmy Hotspur. 3-2 for Johnny Bethnal Green. 3-2 Johnny Bethnal Green. Custom Spoons 0-2. Custom Spoons. Bobby K's another one on a 0-2. 0-2 for Bobby K. Bobby K 0-2. David Clark 2-1. David Clark 2-1. Side Dancers 2-1. Side Dancer is at 2-1. Vindaloo is at 2 apiece. Ian Meth is 2-1. Dakari's just screaming my name out. What's the full saying, Jose? 2 for Ryan G. And it's just Kuva, but I've not got down to the bottom of the chat yet. I'm still catching up. I'm reading comments. It's Kuva, Paul G. And the other 2 went on the missing list ages ago, didn't they? I don't want people to go Forster at Forster too much, because before this game, besides Kulu, he's been my best player in the last month or so. Lee Wizkid, I've gone either 2-1, 1-2, or 2-2 for every game. No homework here. Kuva is going 2-all. So it's just Paul G, I believe, that I'm waiting on here, because the Sheriff and Rinketic are on the missing list. Paul G's gone 1-2. Right, for this game, Jose has predicted West Ham 2, Brighton 1. And my thoughts behind that are Lopetegui's needed results to save his job. And West Ham have turned up now that his job's been on the line, or the players seem to have turned up for him. And Brighton have not been having great results of late. So I'm going to go for West Ham to win 2-1. So That's my reasoning behind that. Right, the next game that we've got is Crystal Palace versus Arsenal. Crystal Palace of South London versus Arsenal of South London as well. So it's a South London derby. So South-West London meets South-East London. Although they're both South-East. But Crystal Palace has an SE postcode as well. So it's the South-East London derby. Crystal Palace versus Arsenal. Right. Let's go up and see who started this all off. So Graham reckons in the South East London derby it's going to be 0-2. Carl Simpson says 1-3. Ed M says 1-2. Ed M says 1-2. Ed M says 1-2. Ronnie says 0-1. Ronnie 0-1. Adrian 1-3. Adrian 1-3. Jesse's 1-2. 1-2 to Jess. Drula says 2-1. Drula says 2-1. Colin Blackshaw says 2-3. Colin B says 2-3. And then we have Gus P at 0-1. Senor Parker is at 0-1. Sai Dancer 1-3. Mr. Sai is 1-3. Neil 2-1. Nearly 2-1. Mr. Clark says 1-2. Mr. Clark is 1-2. Then we have Finn at 0-2. Finn says 0-2. El Vasco says 2-1. 2-1 for El Vasco. 1-2 for the potato. 1-2 for the potato. A Daigle for Bobby K. So 1 for his neighbour. There we go. A 0-1 for Jimmy Hotspur. Jimmy Hotspur 0-1. 1-2 for Kuba. 1-2 for Kuba. We find Kuba's up here. 1-2 for Senor Kuba. Then we have Ian Meff at 2-0. Ian Meff at 2-0. Daniel Coyce is a 0-2. Vindaloo says, where's my manners? Bobby Coover, Daniel Coyce, Drula, Dekaru, big up. Dekaru's going for a 0-4. Dekaru 0-4. Big John 1-3. One, 2 for Ryan G. 1-2 for Ryan G. 1-3 for Vindaloo. Have we got anyone else? Right. Custom Spoons 2-all. And Paul G, as always, last one in with a 1-all draw. Right, is that everybody? No, I'm missing the Wiz. There's no way the Wiz hasn't put his score in. The Wiz normally puts it in. Let me go back and look for the Wiz. Probably done it, and I've missed the Wiz has gone 1-2. I knew the Wiz would put a score in. Right. Jose's prediction for this game is I've gone for Crystal Palace 2, Arsenal 1. And my reasoning for it is that it's the last game tomorrow evening on Saturday. It's under the lights at Selhurst, and I just think that Palace at home, Palace have played well this season. In games they've won and lost, they've played well, and I just think that they're a tough nut to crack at their place, which is what we found when we went there. And I just think that the league's a topsy turvy one, and I just think that Palace have got the beating of a lot of people when they play at home, and especially against the bigger teams. So I'm also hoping as well, because then it condenses the league up for us as well, for everybody. It condenses the league if the top 2 and 3 end up losing. So I think that, with, in all honesty, I've gone against the top 3 this weekend anyway. So I've gone against the top 3, and Arsenal one of them top 3, and I've gone for a 2-1 victory to Crystal Palace. The next game we have, I think it's the first game on Sunday, is Everton versus Chelsea. Everton versus Chelsea. What say the game on Everton versus Chelsea? On Sunday, the first game Sunday. Oh, look at that. Graham's coming with a 0-2. There's a lot of strategic betting going on here. Look at these people. I've got reasonings for doing it, but people are being strategic. Carl Simpson 1-3. Carl Simpson 1-3. Who we got after Carl Simpson? God, that flew, didn't there? We've got Ed M at 0-1. Ed M at 0-1. We then have Jesse at 1-3. Jesse at 1-3. And then we have Potato Stew at 0-2. Potato at 0-2. Drooler at 1-3. Drooler 1-3. Dekaru's gone for a 1-0. Dekaru for a 1-0, Mr. Dekaru. Neil's going 0-2. 0-2 for Neil. Side Dancer 1-2. Side Dancer 1-2. Gus P 1-0. Gus P 1-0. David Clark 0-1. David Clark. Where's David Clark? He's here somewhere. There he goes. 0-1. Daniel Coys at 0-2. Adrian 1-3. Adrian 1-3. Colin Blackshaw 0-3. Colin Blackshaw 0-3. Paul G 0-2. Not last this time, Paul. Not last this time. You're in early. Paul G 0. Bobby K's also 0-2. There's people sitting next to each other in the class here. They seem to be in a huddle. Lee Wiz Kid 1-2. Lee Wiz 1-2 for the Wiz 1-2. Jimmy Hotspur's also 1-2. John's adding up at this. Instead of the 1-2, he's doubled it. He's gone for 1-4. Big John's doubled that to 1-4. And we have Custom Spoons at 0-1. Custom Spoons 0-1. And after that, we have Ian Meth at 0-2. Ian Meth at 0-2. Ryan G 0-2. Ryan G 0-2. Kuva 1-2. Kuva 1-2. Finn 1-3. Finn 1-3. Who else got? Ronnie 0-4. Ronnie 0-4. And I'm looking for Vindaloo. Vindaloo and Johnny Bethnal Green at the moment. Have I got them yet? Oh, there they are. 2 for Johnny Bethnal Green. And a 1-3 for Vindaloo, I believe. And we get to Vindaloo. 1-3. I think that might be everyone so far. Rinketic has gone 1-2. Rinketic is going 1-2 for this one. Right, Rinketic, I'll have to double back to your other fixtures you missed afterwards. Haha, I thought I would follow the crowd early. Jose says Paul G. The Corey was the number 1. Right, so I've gone for Everton 2, Chelsea 1. And my reason for this is I think Everton at home have been a tough nut to crack at home. They've got a style of football that they play and they implement. But with now having the full sale of Everton gone through to the Friedrich Group, I think that lifts a weight off everybody's shoulders, including their fans. And I think that Goodison Park tomorrow or Sunday, I think Goodison Park is going to absolutely be rocking for the first time. I mean, they're brilliant at Goodison, the fans, don't get me wrong. But I think rocking wise, it's going to be the biggest atmosphere they've had there in a number of years because there's been a dark cloud hanging over Goodison for ages and ages and ages. And now they've finally sold. Mashiri's gone. Mashiri sold the club. And I think that everybody now at Goodison is going to be absolutely pumped. Players, manager, the crowd are going to be electric, big time. So for me, I'm going to side with Everton for Sunday, and I'm going to go for a 2-1 victory. I really hope Everton could win 6-0, but realistically, I'm going to go for 2-1. Chelsea, as people don't know already, the team I despise the most, and I would love to see nothing better than Chelsea get thumped every week, week in, week out. I was looking for half thumpings when they had Poch as their manager last year because I like Poch, got a soft spot for him. I was hoping that Chelsea would lose, but by the odd goal or the 2 goals here and there. Now that Poch is gone, I've got no reason to hold back. Chelsea 5-6-0, 5-6-0. Jimmy says to me, Jimmy talks football. Start here, Jimmy, on Everton versus Chelsea, mate. For Jimmy Hotspur, what about the Palmer factor? Palmer's just put up his cold celebration. He's just put it up for intellectual rights for the future, and it's a feeling rather than the brand. It's mental because I heard the lawyers talking about it on the radio this afternoon, and it's a feeling. He's it's like a copyright that he's done for the cold celebration, and yeah. So, but anyway, I don't think Palmer doesn't matter. I just think Everton are buoyant about everything that's happened, and I just think that they're just going to turn up the crowd. I don't think anyone would have heard anything coming out of Goodison like you're going to hear on Sunday. I think it just, yeah, it, they've been in the doldrums for quite a while now. Right, Jimmy, I've got you 0-3. They've been in the doldrums for quite a while now, and they've been waiting for Mashiri to go. And Mashiri's finally sold up. I just think that it's going to lift the roof off Goodison. And Everton have got good supporters, don't get me wrong. Everton are a good, well-supported club. They're one of the oldest clubs, are steeped in history in that. And they've had a lot of times in the last few seasons that you thought they were going to get relegated and that. And now, and that was under Mashiri and the mismanagement that the club's had. But now they've sold. And I mean, I don't know much about the Friedrich Group, but all I know is that from speaking to Evertonians that I know, they are so looking forward, and their families. There's not even just season ticket holders who've got families have found tickets for other members of family because they all want to go back now that Mashiri sold up. So I just expect it to be an electric atmosphere, and I'm going to side with Everton. Like I said, I'd wish that Everton could thump them 5-6-0, but it's not going to happen. So I'm going to have to go with my 2-1 victory. The next game being played on Sunday is Fulham versus Southampton, please, people. I don't know nothing about them, Jimmy, to be honest. All I know is that Friedrich Group are taking over. What they're going to come and do, how they're going to invest, what they're going to do with the team, and that I really don't know. But I just know that it's a welcome sight for Everton not to have Mashiri there anymore. Right, we'll start with Ronnie has come in with a 2-0 victory for this game. Bobby K, 2-1. Senor Bobby is at 2-1. Kuva is at 2-0. I haven't even sung to Kuva yet. I'll have to sing to Kuva soon. I haven't sung to him yet. I haven't done much of that today, but I need to start doing some of that. Christmas is round the corner. 2-1 for Drula. Is everyone ready for Christmas? I hope you all are. It's only next week. It's only next week. All I've got to do is a bit of vegetable shopping. And do a few bits and pieces with the fam. And we're set. We're set as well. Carl Simpson 2-1. Carl Simpson 2-1. Jesse 3-1. Jesse 3-1. Edem 3-0. Edem 3-0. Then we have Senor Finn at 2-1. And then we have Potato. The Potato. The Potato's gone 3-1. The Potato has spoken. 3-1. Brinketic. Not far. 1-2. It's kind of a theme. You've given me 4 results so far, Rinketic, and they've all been the same. Jimmy, or James, as I like to call him. James says 2-1. Because I've got a Jimmy Hotspur in here, and we have James. James who talks football, but calls himself Jimmy. Neil 3-1. That's Paul G. That's Neil 3-1. Paul G playing his normal tactics. No, he's near the bottom. Predicting today, but he's there. I can see him. Lee Wiz says 2-1. Lee Wiz says 2-1. And then after that, we have got Adrian says 2-0. Adrian says 2-0. I can see someone who's gone for Custom Spoons has gone 4-0. Oh, Custom Spoons, what do you know? You must have a crystal ball 4-0. But then we've got Jimmy Hotspur and Dekaru both coming in at 4-1. Jimmy Hotspur, got to find Jimmy Hotspur. Jimmy Hotspur 4-1. And Dekaru's coming in at 4-1. And they've just got themselves a new manager, Irian Juric, I think his name is. They've just got him today, former Roma manager. He's coming on an 18-month contract with a 1-season break clause in it. Don't know, guys. I think it might be a bit too late for Southampton. I think they're 5 points. That's a lot of time. It's a lot of time. It's a lot of points needs to be made up. 2-0 says Ian Meth. We have Ian at 2-0. And after Ian, I saw it's Johnny Bethnal Green. He's going 3-0. Bobby says plenty of time. Jose, I'll start shopping on Monday. Fantastic. Food shopping is left for Drula. Nick Fadley wants to play. Nick, hold on. I'll add you to the list. Hold on, Nick. Let's get Nick in. Nick Fadley. New player, Nick. Welcome on board, sir. Welcome on board. So I'm going to add you, Nick. Nick says 2-1 to Fulham. Okay, so Nick, the way that this is played is that we do the predictions. You get a correct prediction. So if the 2-1 scoreline comes in and Fulham win 2-1, you get 3 points, Nick. Any other victory for Fulham would score you a point. Obviously, if it's a draw or Southampton win, you score 0. So absolute correct prediction is 3 points, and correctly predicting the right way, if you've gone for a home victory, will score you a point. And we do the Premiership teams, and then we usually do 3 bonus games as well, picked randomly. So Nick, you are in, sir. Welcome on board. Anyone else that's new that wants to play, you're more than welcome to do so. And what I will do, Nick, is once we get to the end of the games, I will roll back for the people that came in later, and we will catch up with the rest of the scores for you guys. Everton still have $1 billion in debt to pay off, as it's going to be a struggle for them. They would have been better off with MSP taking over. Like I said, sorry, Ed, I'm saying all the Evertonians I know, and I know quite a few of them, and they are so happy with this guy coming over and taking over. So, this group taking over. Daniel Coys is coming in with a 3-0. 3-0 for Daniel Coys. We got people talking to each other there. Archer, you're more than welcome. Joy, start now, Archer. Start now. Right, Archer is another new name that I've not seen. Archer, have you had a name change? Because although you're not, you've got a membership. I don't think I've seen your name before. But anyway, I put you in as Archer. Archer says 3-1. 3-1 for Archer. So for Archer and Nick Fadley, just remember that when we finish the predictions, I'm going to come back again and we'll redo them again. Me and my wife forgot to wrap my 3 kids' presents. Last count, 80 plus. It's what happens, Si. You end up buying and buying and buying and buying. It's just madness. Daniel says he refuses to do presents. Daikaru says, I hit the road on Sunday for a 1,200-kilometre drive to Brisbane. It isn't Christmas without being exhausted from driving and suffocated by the heat. Good times. Yeah, I was saying this to David Shear, and I said it many times, and I said it to Peter Kagais, but I've said it many times to people like Colin, Alan Raptus Madness, and that here in England, if you're going to go and meet someone, you're going to go and meet a friend, you say, I'm going to go for a drive, and I don't know, you might drive for 3 hours and you'll get to, I don't know, you get to Manchester or you just pass Birmingham and whatever. These people go on 12, 15 and 18-hour drives and say, yeah, just visiting a friend. And their countries are so big, it's beyond belief. It's madness. I have got everyone's score so far for this game, and I don't know whether I've missed it. I've got side dancer. Let me go back and look for Sai. Sai's gone for a Daigle. Right, I've got everybody's scores for this. Anyone else that's new that wants to play, you're more than welcome to do so. We are moving to the next game, and the next game is Leicester versus Wolves, people. What are you guys saying with Leicester versus Wolves? Leicester v Wolves. Here's Ange Ball. Ange, I haven't seen you in a while. Says, big up Jose in chat. When we went 3-0 up, I was thinking your prediction, haha. Then it went 3-1, then Forster stepped in, and I thought that's why I predicted 3-1 hard. Then it went absolutely bonkers. Ange, are you playing? You haven't played for a few weeks, but if you're more than welcome to join in now, mate. Ange, thank you for supporting the We Are Tottenham TV show yesterday, mate. It's much appreciated. Like I said, thank you again to people that were here that came to support us. It was the first time that I'd hosted, and to have 1,200 people is a lot different than to having 40 people in your chat. Obviously, you can't read out every comment, but it was nice for the people that popped in to say hello. It was the comments just kept flying through because there's so many people in there. But I noticed the people in this community that come in and said hello. So thank you all very much. Let me go back up. So Leicester versus Wolves. Oh, sorry. My prediction was I went for Fulham 3, Southampton 0. I don't think they're going to get a manager bounce at all, Southampton. So I've gone for 3-0. It could be more. Who knows? But I've gone for 3-0. This game, Leicester versus Wolves. Kuba's the first in, and Kuba's gone for 2-4. Kuba says 2-4. Ronnie says 0-0. Ronnie's first one with a 0-0 this week. Neil says 1-1. So Neil's going for a 1-1 draw. Right, got you, Neil. Carl Simpson says 1-2. Carl Simpson says 1-2. So we get Carl in there. Who else we got? Gus is going for a Daigle. Gus Parker says Daigle. Gus Parker says Daigle. Then we have Ryan G says 1-2. Ryan G says 1-2. Ryan G says 1-2. Jimmy Hotspur says 1-1. Jimmy says 1-0. Jimmy was Jimmy Hotspur. Jimmy Hotspur says 1-0. Then we've got Potato Stew 1-2 and Daniel Coy's at 1-2. Potato Stew 1-2. Daniel Coy's 1-2. Spurs GCTV says 2. And what I will say, Angel, as well, you can't legislate. You can always predict your scores, but you're not going to legislate for your goalkeeper giving away silly. Nick Fadley's gone 2, giving away silly goals. You know, red cards being produced in games. You can't predict all this. You'll predict the score, But there's so many variables after you've predicted that score that can happen. There's so many variables that may have to fall in your favour to get the correct prediction as well. Football's just mad, and that's why we love the game so much. Wiz has got the 2-all. Bobby K 3-1. Bobby K 3-1. Archer is going 1-2. I'm supporting Ryan 1-2, says Dekaru. Dekaru's gone for a 1-2. It's an East Midlands derby. Either side of the Midlands, these people are, but it's a Midlands derby nonetheless. Jesse's going 1-2. There's a bit of solidarity going on with you here, Mr. Ryan. Colin Blackshort is going 1-all. I think Customs has gone 1-all. Oh, 1-1. He's gone 1-all, isn't he? Surely. Customs has gone 1-all. Jose, mate, don't want to rush you, but this Jaeger bomb just hit me. I hope it hits you more than once, mate. Otherwise, it ain't a proper Jaeger. David Clark says 2-1. David Clark says 2-1. Side Dancer's going for a 1-3. Side Dancer's going for a 1-3. Then we have Big John at 1-2. Big John is going for a 1-2. People watching, if you haven't done so already, please hit the like button. It helps. Ian Meth is going 1-0. 1-0 for Ian. And then we have Edem at 2-1. Edem at 2-1. And then after Edem, we have Finn Rickwood at 1-0. Finn. Where's Finn? Finn's down there. 1-0. Finn Rickwood at 1-0. Johnny Bethnal Green 2-1. Johnny Bethnal Green 2-1. Bobby Bindaloo 2-1. Bindaloo 2-1. Jose, you did fantastic yesterday. It was a pleasure to be on there with you. No, like I said to you, Bobby, the teamwork makes the dream work, and you and I definitely give it a buzz and a half every time that we're on. And it's a proper pump up. It's what we've got to do. You just got to pump up the fans, and I think we do that splendidly. There's a mixture of your youth and my exuberance. Adrian says 2-1. Adrian says 2-1. Sangeball saying. Angel says, yeah, if it's not too much inconvenience. Yeah, Angel, you join in, and then when I get to the end, I will go back and do the earlier games, for there's a fair few of you that have joined well after, and I'll go back and do it all for all of you lot. So let's just add Angel to this. It's been a few weeks since I saw you on here. I'm going to add you, Angel. Let me add you now. There he is. There's Angel there. Let me add Angel to the show. There we go, Angel. And Angel's coming in with 1-2. All right, so yeah, when I get to the end, I'll call out the people's names and tell them who I need scores from, and then we'll roll back. Jimmy Talks Football says 1-2 as well. And then we have Angus. Angus, start now. Leicester Wolves, mate. Start now. Leicester Wolves. And I'll get you in, Angus. Paul G says 1-3. Is that everyone from here? Yeah, it's everyone I believe that we've got, unless Angel's doing it. Angel, sorry, Vindaloo, not Vindaloo, Angus, get yours in, mate. Get yours in, Angus. Yeah, Angel, correct. You're spot on, mate. Yeah, Jose, 40 here and only 36 likes. Those 4 should tell you why they haven't hit the like button yet. That's all I ever asked for. Angus is coming 2-0. So, Angus, I will let you know when I roll back for everybody, and you as well included. So at the moment, I am doing rollbacks for, just to let you know, so you know there's a queue of people at the moment. When I get to it, when we finish, I'll have to go. I'm going to go back and do the scores for. It will be Angus, Angeball, Archer, Nick Fadley, Jimmy Talks Football, Side Dancer, the Sheriff, and Rinketic. The other people that I'm going to go back for. Right, but the next game is Manchester United versus Bournemouth. Manchester United, Bournemouth, please, people. Drula's coming in straight away with a 2-1. 2-1 for Drula. 2-1 for Drula. Who else we got? 2-1 for Kuva. Where's Kuva? 2-1. Oh, sorry, I didn't give my result, did I? So I've gone for Leicester 2, Wolves 1, by the way. Leicester score goals at home. They're much better at home than what they are away, Leicester, and they do score goals at home. I think they scored in every Premiership game this season so far at home. I just think that a new manager bounce why not Wolves out. I don't think you had a good enough look at his team and that. So I'm going to go for 2-1 to Leicester. Gus Parker's going 3-1 for this game. 3-1. EMF's going 2-1. 2-1 for Ian. 2-1 for Carl. 2-1 for Carl. 2-2 for the Wiz. 2-2 for the Wiz. 2-2 for Adrian. 2-2 for Adrian. 3-1 for Bobby K. 3-1 for Bobby K. 2-0 for Jimmy Hotspur. Jimmy's gone for a 2-0. Then we have Angus at 1-2. Angus, 1-2. Jesse says 2-1. Jesse says 2-1. Neil says 2-2. Neil's up here, says 2-2. Ed M says 1-2. Ed M says 1-2. Colin Blackshaw says 1-0. Colin Blackshaw's going for a 1-0 victory. Big John is going for 2-2. Big John. 2-2. Custom Spoons 1-2. Custom Spoons 1-2. David Clark 2-1. David Clark 2-1. Johnny Bethnal Green 2-3. Finn 2-0. Potato 2-0. So Potato's gone for a 2-0. Finn's also gone for a 2-0. Got Finn as well, 2-0. Nick Fadley's gone for a 2-1 for Nick. Nick's gone for a 2-1. Archer's gone 2-1. Jimmy has gone for 2-1, or James as I call him. James has gone for a 2-1. Side Dancer's going for 1-2. Side Dancer is at 1-2. Rinketic has gone in for 1-2 again. Rinketic, where are you, Rinketic? Where are you, Rinketic? You're up here. He's gone 1-2. Rinketic, I will do all the other games for you as well. Spurs GCTV has gone for a 1-1 draw. Paul G has gone in at 1-3. Paul G has gone in at 1-3. Carl Simpson says 2-3. Did I miss Carl Simpson's? Carl, you've gone 2-1, and now you've gone Carl, I've got you as 2-1. Have I missed the score here from you, Carl? Ryan G's gone 3-2. I'm confused because, Carl, I thought you told me 2-1 with this one, mate. I'll have to go back up and have a look, but I thought you told me 2-1. Yeah, you've got 2-1, Carl. You changed your score. Is that correct, Carl? Have you changed it now? Oh no, you haven't got. We haven't got to. No wonder I'm looking at the wrong thing. We haven't even got to that fixture yet. The people I'm missing at the moment are Ronnie. Right, I'm missing Ronnie, Dekaru, Vindaloo, and Angeball. Right, have I received them? And I've not had. All right, let me just see. Am I missing anyone? Paul G. Suppose you TV Rinketic 1-2. I've got yours. Cy, Jimmy Archer, Nick, Potato, Finn, Johnny, David Clark. Custom Spoons, Big John, Colin Blackshaw, Ed M, Neil, Jesse, Angus, Jimmy, Bobby, Adrian, Lee, Carl, Ian, Gus, Kuva, and Drula. So I am missing for definitely Ronnie, Dekaru, Vindaloo, and Angeball. Any of you guys putting anything in there? Right, Dekaru 4-1. Dekaru was 4-1. So Vindaloo 1-0 for Ronnie, 2-0 for Vindaloo. Sorry, Dekaru, if I missed yours, but I've now got it. If you're saying it's 4-1. Okay, 4-1. 4-1, and I've got Ronnie at 1-0, and I've got a feeling that Angel had to go. Yeah, that's done. Right, let me go to this thing here again. Yeah, there was a 4-1 in there. I hadn't seen it. Sorry. What was that? I'll be within 2 seconds. There's just stuff coming through, and I just need to make sure that I can see what's going on. Is this going to catch up? Right, I'm catching up now. So, Donna Cullen has gifted 5 Tel Cockerel memberships. It's very kind of you, Donna. And they've gone to Jimmy Talks Football, Spurs Diehards, Paddy Hartnett, Swim Master, and Mr. M, where I know that 2 of those people are definitely in the show at the moment. So your thanks needs to go to Donna Cullen for these 5 Tel Cockerel memberships. And then you've also got Donna Cullen with a super chat saying, Merry Christmas. Sorry, Mr. Jose, Merry Christmas to you and your family. And a Merry Christmas to you and yours, Donna Cullen. Jesse, super chat, member for 4 months, says, smash the likes and Merry Christmas to all. And to you as well, Merry Christmas. Thank you very much, Jesse. And Bobby K, super chat, says, big up everyone. Wishing you all a Merry Christmas. Hope Santa is good to you. God bless you and your families. Thanks, Jose, for doing this. You're more than welcome, Bobby. Dekaru has also put in a super chat saying matching Bobby K with a currency of lesser value, but at least we're warm here. Some of you guys. And then you've got Vindaloo as well with a super chat says Merry Christmas, mate. And if you can do anything moving up the table, mate, it's our secret. I tell you what, there's so many people that try to buy and bribe me, and it never ever works. Honestly, it never ever works. But thank you very much for your generosity, people. I will shout you out at the end of the show as well. So thank you. And what I will do is I'm going to move on to the next game, and the next game at the moment for us will be it's Tottenham versus Liverpool, people. Tottenham versus Liverpool. Bobby K can tell you all about that, Vindaloo. Bobby K can tell you I'm not for turning. I'm not for buying at all. Neil, God bless you, mate. There's no worries whatsoever, mate. You take care and look after yourself, mate. Seriously. Let's start with the first person who's predicted. Oh, sorry. I've predicted Man United 1, Bournemouth 2. Man U 1, Bournemouth 2 is what I've gone for. And my reasoning behind that is that with Amorim changing his team around, I think Amorim's going to change his team around for the rest of the season. And I just think that Bournemouth are more settled, and Bournemouth from the flanks, and even with Evan Nielsen up front. But they got that boy Semenyo. He's got some pace. He's a big unit as well. Kluivert's so quick beyond belief as well. I just think that when Bournemouth spread an attack, if they do that against Man United, they'll gobble Man United up. And I just think that Man United are feeling themselves. You know, he doesn't know what kind of a job. Well, I think he knows what kind of a job he's got there. It's just that there's going to be a lot of changes, and I just think that with Adiola, I just think they're more settled. So I'm going to go for a away victory for Bournemouth at Man U. And now we move on to Tottenham versus Liverpool, where Drewler's coming with a 3-2. Sorry, sis, I forgot to tell people. Dan Coys, did you give me a score for Man United Bournemouth? Because if you did, I missed it. Let me go back and have a quick search. Dan Coys. Let me have a look. That's Ryan G. Paul G. Side Dancer, Archer, Nick. Because I might have missed it. It may be my fault and I've missed it. Let me just go back and have a look. Am I missing anyone else? No, I didn't get a score from Dan Coys. And I didn't get a score from Angelo. So at Dan Coys, I haven't got a score for you for the Man United Bournemouth game. And now I'm going to move on to this one. And it was Drew that was first in. I'm getting all bunged up. Right, Drewler says 3-2 in this game. So Drewler is saying 3-2. Let me find Drewler. There's Drewler there. She says 3-2. And then we have Kuva says 1-2. Kuva says 1-2. Gus Parker says 1-4. Gus Parker. Gus Parker says 1-4. Where's Gus's name gone? There it is. Gus Parker says 1-4. Big John says 1-2. Big John says 1-2. Potato Stew says 3-1. Oops, 3-1. Finn says 1-3. Do you know what? With some of the scores, I'll tell you what. Let me take another 5 or 6 scores, and then I might have to say what I need to say. Spurs GCTV 2-1. Jesse says 1-2. Rinketti says 1-2. The only score that Rinketti seems to know. 1-2. 1-3 with Jimmy Hotspur. 1-3. Right. Bobby K. Yeah, I was going to get to Bobby K. Bobby, we need to do a pump up on here, man, for some of these people. Look at the results they're putting in. At least when we pumped up people yesterday, they turned, and the majority, I'd say 98% went with a Tottenham win yesterday in the end. Here, we need to turn these people around, Bob. We need to turn these people around. We need to pump these people up big time. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Archer 1-3. Now I'm getting Archer's 1. EMF's 1-2. EMF's also 1-2. 1-2. Cole Simpson's 2-3. Oh my God, what's happened to me mob? 2-3. Ed M's going for a 3-all. Ed M's going for Ed M is going for entertainment. 3-all for Ed M. Lee Wiz is going for a 1-2. No surprise, Lee's a Liverpool supporter. Jimmy Talks Football at 2-2. Jimmy Talks Football coming in at 2-2. Colin Blackshaw at 1-3. Colin Blackshaw at 1-3. David Clark, a 2-all draw. David Clark, a 2-all draw. Johnny BG, 3-1. Custom Spoon 0-2. Side Dancer 1-2. Adrian 2-1. Ronnie 2-1. I don't think we'll win, but I can't go against them. More hope. 2-1 Dekaru. I'm glad to see, Dekaru, you're on the right page, my son. You're on the right page. 2-1, says Day Day. Can't see his team lose. 2-1. Vindaloo is 3-2, but Vindaloo, for different reasons, is saying 3-2. Vindaloo is all Arsenal orientated because he doesn't want Liverpool to get further away. Neil says, God bless you, Jose. Things will get better, I'm sure. Yeah, listen, for everybody, I wish everybody the best, Neil. I say it every time I start a stream, whatever time of the year it is, you know, at the end of the day, I wish everybody all the very best. All I've got to say is that for people, if you're alone, there will be channels over the Christmas period that will be open to go and, you know, you can spend time. So you're going to have people like The Perfect Match will be doing shows. No doubt Jess, although I know she's got family, but Jess will probably be doing shows as well. So there are places of comfort that people can go to if they need to, you know, to have something to do or something to watch over Christmas. But I wish everyone all the very, very best all the time. Nick Fadley says 2-1. Nick, there we go. Good old Nick is supporting the team at 2-1. Ryan G is going for 1-4. No surprise there for Ryan. He's going 1-4. I hope Santa brings you a lump of coal. I think that's towards Ryan. Swim Moss says, Tel Cockerel, let's try and get this great content channel to 1K. I'm long subscribed, but check everyone here to make sure you are too. And perhaps all here can share the link to his family, to this family Spurs channel. Thank you very much. Kind words of you, Swim Master. Thank you. Paul G says 2-1. Right, am I missing anyone again? It's Dan Coys is the only one that I can't see at the moment. Yeah, very sad to see. Bob the Builder, we can build it. Bob the Builder, yes, we can, says Rinketic. Don't trust Bobby K pumping me with anything, says Carl Simpson. You lot are funny, much nicer than any Spurs fans I've ever met before in over 50 years. Big up yourself, says Lee Whiskey. Very kind words. Alan, join in now if you don't want. If you want, it's up to you. You can join now. I'm happy to take yours from now because I've got a roll back for people anyway. Your call, mate. Your call. And I'm on all over Christmas. Everyone's welcome. There you go. Jesse is on all over Christmas, and everyone's welcome. So you find yourself short or something you want to do, you need to do something, then please head over to Jesse's fantastic lady, fantastic people over on her channel. It's a home from home for everybody. So please check out Jessie. And if you haven't done so already, check her out now. But Jesse Near Enough is on every day. Tonight will probably be a championship football match tonight. So yeah, please go and give her a shout out and have yourselves some fun. Right, you've got. I'll be on a few streams on Christmas Day, including the Perfect Match. Going to be a silly stream. There you go, says Kuva. Adrian says that he will be on Spurs Diehards. Will have a Christmas Eve show on Tuesday at 8 o'clock in the evening on Christmas Eve. So there you go. You've got places to go to. You've got people to see. Right, Angus, are you going to give me a score for this game, mate? For Tottenham versus Liverpool, Angus. You're the only person I'm missing there. You can see Vindaloo. He's put one in there. It's just Angus I'm waiting on. Angus, are you still with us? All right, Angus, if you're still with us, it's Tottenham versus Liverpool. Dan Coys has not been with us for the last two. So I'm going to move on. And people that haven't hit the like button already, then please do so. It helps a ton. Right, the first bonus game of the weekend, and there are three. The first bonus game takes place tomorrow at 3 o'clock, and it's between Leeds and Oxford. Leeds and Oxford, who've just appointed a manager, but he will not be in the dugout until Boxing Day's game. So Leeds versus Oxford is your first bonus game. What say you people? Alan is coming in with a 2-0 for Leeds versus Oxford. Yeah, I can see that's a wise move, Alan, because then after that, all the games that you've got to do are just the premierships. So I'll just put you in, Alan, as I'm waiting for other people to give me their scores. Let me just put Alan in there. Right, so Alan's coming first. Big John says 4-1. It's nice to see because I picked my score. Oh, sorry, I've gone for Tottenham 2, Liverpool 1, by the way. Can't go against my team. It'd be interesting to see what the Leeds people have done because I'd already predicted this on the Super Brew Championship thing. So it'd be interesting to see what the Leeds people say because I've already put my result and I've used the same result here as well. Neil says 3-0. Neil says 3-0. Rinketic says 2-all. Rinketic says 2-all. Jimmy Hotspur says 3-0. For those new people that play, what we tend to do is we tend to do some bonus games. We had 2, 3, 4 bonus games. I've added 3 this week to get people a chance to make up points. And so obviously some of you new players will want to make up points straight away. So the more games for you, the merrier. 4-1 for Decaro, 3-1 for Bobby K, 3-1 for BK, 4-0 for Colin Blackshaw. So we've got a 4-1 and a 4-0 from the Leeds fraternity at the moment. We've got 4-1 for Edem. 4-1 for Edem. Then we move on to Lee Wiz is on a 3-0. Lee Wiz is on a 3-0. Jesse's on 4-1. So that's 2 4-1s and a 4-0 from the Leeds Brigade. Interesting. Interesting. So 4-1. 4-1 for Finn. I'm glad you're with us, Finn, because you missed out on the bonus games last week, mate. So I'm glad you're still with us. Finn 4-1. Signed Gus Parker 2-1. Gus Parker says 2-1. And then I saw Side Dancer 4-0. Side Dancer is up here at 4-0. Right, got that one done. Drula is 3-1. Jimmy Talks Football 3-1. Ian Meth 3-0. Ian Meth 3-0. David Clark 4-0. David Clark 4-0. Ronnie 3-0. Ronnie 3-0. Ryan G 3-0. Ryan G 3-0. Carl Simpson 3-1. Carl Simpson 3-1. Johnny Bethnal Green 3-1. Then we have Archer at 3-0. Archer at 3-0. Spurs GCTV at 3-1. Graham's gone for 3-1. Where's Graham's there? Vindaloo's gone 2-1. Vindaloo has gone 2-1. Paul G's gone 2-0. Paul G says 2-0. Kuba says 3-0. Cooper says 3-0. Sidon says I live in Oxfordshire, but I can't back. They have let me down so many times in my account. Potato Stew says 3-1. Potato Stew says 3-1. Spurs Die Hard says 2-0. Adrian says 2-0. Custom Spoon says 2-0. Down to Customs 2-0. Gus Parker says, sorry, Jose, Leeds 1-2. Gus, if you keep changing your... Gus, you're a glutton for punishment. You keep changing your predictions. 1-2. Daniel Coys has come in with a... Right, Dan says... So Dan says 3-1 to Man United, 2-all Tottenham and 4-0 Leeds, yeah? I think I've got that right, because that's the ones that you're missing. 3-1, 2-2, and 4-0. So the only people I'm missing on Leeds Oxford are Nick Fadley. So I don't know where Nick is. Nick Fadley I'm missing. Angus, I'm missing Angus. Angus and Nick. And let me just make sure that I haven't let them jump and I haven't seen them. No, I'm missing Angus and Nick. And Angus and Nick Fadley for this. Leeds versus Oxford. Just to let people know, because I can see people are commenting and laughing at Smithy, because everyone knows Smithy's an Oxford boy. Let me see what Smithy said to me when he messaged me the other day. Smithy, where are you, Smithy? You did. Smithy says Leeds 3-0, unfortunately. So even Smithy says that Leeds will win 3-0, unfortunately. Right, I don't know what's happened to Nick. I don't know what's happened to Nick, but and I don't know what's happened to Angus, but I've gone for 3-0 to Leeds as well. The second game, bonus game of the weekend, is in the National League, and it's Barnet versus Halifax. Barnet versus Halifax is game number 2, bonus game number 2 for the weekend. Is this where people are quickly Googling or people know what they're doing? And this is interesting. So Drula's gone in 2-1. So Drula's going for a home victory here at 2-1. Finn's gone 1-0. I haven't made it difficult this week, to be honest, because there wasn't many games for me to pick from where we hadn't been already. So, and with some of the games, because the deadline, if they don't play on the days that they're saying they're playing, they play on the Monday, then it'd be too late to add them in. So I had to go for games that I know will take place this weekend. Ed M's gone 2-0 as well. Ed M is on a 2-0. He's up here. 2-0 for Ed M. Alan's gone for a 1-all draw. Big John's got 1-2. Big John 1-2. Custom Spoons 2-1 to Barnet. Custom Spoons 2-1 to Barnet. Ryan G's gone 2-0 to Barnet. Ryan G went 2-0 to Barnet. Jimmy Talks Football's gone 2-0. Jimmy Talks has gone 2-0. Lee Whiskers says, not a clue. Too much to Google. I didn't necessarily mean you, Lee. I just meant that people would be probably rushing to Google because I don't know who the teams are. Carl Simpson 3-1. Carl Simpson's gone for a 3-1 in this game. Jesse's also gone for a 3-1. Oh, 3-1. Sorry, I went for the Leeds game. I went 3-0 to Leeds. I might have said that already, but I went 3-0 to Leeds. Big John says up the Shaman. Up the shaman, says Big John. Potato stew. You can see that there's like a north-south divide here because a lot of the north people have gone for Halifax and a lot of the southerners are going for Barnet. Neil's gone 2-1. Neil is going for 2-1. Bobby K has gone 2-2. Bobby, Senor Bobby, is going for 2-2. Ed says Barnet have been good at home. Ronnie says 2-0. Ronnie is up here and he says 2-0. 2-0 for Ronnie. 1-0 for Colin B. Excuse me. 1-0 for Colin B. Jimmy Hotspur says 1-0. Jimmy H says 1-0. Where's Jimmy H? He's down there. He says 1-0. Spurs GCTV. Graham says 2-0. Graham says 2-0. Archer says 2-0. Archer says 2-0. Kuva says 3-1. Kuva is 3-1. David Clark also says 3-1. Dan Coy says 2-0. Where's Dan C? Dan Coy says 2-0. Paul G says 2-0. Paul G also says 2-0. Ian Meth says 2-0. It's 2-0 scoreline. Ian Meth says 2-0. Adrian says 2-1. Johnny Bethnal Green also says 2-1. Rinketic is 1-2. 1-2. Carl Simpson says Barnet on fire. David Clark says Barnet at the top of the league. Neil says nobody wants their Barnet on fire. EMF says, where do Barnet play now? I saw them at Underhill a few times. I imagine a few went to see Jimmy Greaves there. Paul G says, born and raised in Barnet, but stadium now in Edgware. Promotion this year for the Bees. Edgware and The Hive is where they play. I was a season ticket holder when they were at Underhill, as I lived on Mays Lane at the time. Bobby K's going 3-0, but he's already given me a score, Bobby. You gave me 2-2 draw. Now you're telling me 3-0. Bobby, do you want me to change the 2-2 to a 3-0? Is that what you're saying to me, Bob? Right, I'll change that for you, Bobby. Right, I am missing Vindaloo, Dekaru, Gus Parker. Vindaloo, Dekaru, Gus Parker, Angus. Vindaloo, Dekaru, Angus, and Gus P. This is who I'm missing. Let's go have a look to see if they would put anything in there and I missed it. I'm going up and I'm looking. Dekaru says 0-1. So I missed Dekaru completely. He said 0-1. Dekaru, I have yours. I missed yours completely, sir. And now I'm looking for Vindaloo, Angus, Nick Fadley, and Gus Parker. Let me just look if I can see Gus is anywhere. No, can't see any of the people I'm saying now. I got your 0-1. Right. Right, I'm going to move on to the last game, i.e., so the bonus game. And then after that, I have to re-roll back for a few people. And the last game of the weekend on the bonus game is Olympiacos versus Lamia. Olympiacos versus Lamia. That's your last game. Sorry, I went for Barnet 3, Halifax 1. So Olympiacos versus Lamia. Alan 2-1. Alan, I've got no doubt you're going to leave yours in the stream after the show, mate. Where are we going up there? Drula says 3-1. Drula says 3-1. Big John says 2-0. Big John says 2-0. Lee Wiz says 3-1. says 3-1. Lee Wiz says 3-1. Bobby K 4-1. Bobby K 4-1. Daykaru 3-1. Day's gone for 3-1. Rinketic has gone for 3-0. Jesse's gone for 3-1. Finn's gone 3-0. Finn R has gone 3-0. Johnny Bethnal Green has gone 2-0. Ed M says 2-0. Ed M says 2-0. Ed M says 2-0. Archer says 4-0. 4-0 for Archer. Neil says 3-1. Where's Neil? Neil's up here. Neil says 3-1. Gus Parker. Barnett 2-1 and 3-0. Gus P. Barnett. Don't know what happened there, but I'm here. Right, where are we going back down now? I was at 5-0. Ian Meth had 5-0. Jimmy Hotspur 3-0. Jimmy Hotspur was at 3-0. Paul G at 4-0. Paul G at 4-0. Stick a fork in me. I'm done. Latest, Jose. Thanks, mate. No worries. Kuva says 3-0. Kuva says 3-0 for Kuva. Adrian says 3-0. The results show for this will be on Monday, and followed straight away from the results show, there will be the predictions for the midweek games next week. Neil says, sorry, Side Dancer says 4-2. Side Dancer says 4-2. I have to go now, mate. Good luck and best wishes to all. Yes, Neil, see you Monday, mate. Olympiacos 5-0, says David Clark. David Clark is going for a 5-0 victory. Graham's going for a 4-0 victory. Mikey Romero. Mikey, join in now, mate. Olympiacos versus Lamia. You might as well join in now. Because then when I do the rollbacks, it'd be easier for me just to roll back everybody that I've got to do together. So I'll add you now, Mikey. Just give me the score for this one, mate. And then when we do the rollback, it makes it easier for me. Catch you all later. Thanks, Jose. Well done, Jesse. Take care. The guy says, my best weekend was 2 points for 15 games. Yes, seriously, that was my best result. Going for 3 points from these 13 games, that would be an epic win for me. Thanks all. Time to make dinner for the kids, says Kuba. Take care. Thank you, Jose, and everyone for your time today. Best of luck. Everyone says potato. I've heard it's cold over there, but has Jose frozen? No. We frozen. Yeah, I have. Jose, thanks again for your hard work. Have a great evening. Latest chat, says Graham. Cheers, Jose. Catch you later, says Big John. Ronnie's going for 4-0. Ronnie is going for 4-0 because I'm missing some people's results at the moment. Ronnie says 4-0. Who am I missing? I'm missing a few. So I'm missing Dan Coys at the moment, Colin Blackshaw, Ryan G, and then some of the others. Daniel Coys is 3-0, so I've got Dan Coys. Dan Coys is coming in with 3-0. Big up, Jose. Thanks, buddy. Have a great day, everyone. Thanks, Bobby K. Thanks, Jose. Enjoy your weekend. Says customers. Got to go now. Yeah, people that are leaving, I will see you all on Monday. On Monday, it's the results show plus the predictions. It's a double show. It's results and predictions for next week. At the moment, I'm missing Ryan G. Ryan G's gone 3-0, so I'm not missing Ryan G anymore. Right, am I missing anyone else up here? Vindaloo's been gone for a couple. Colin Blackshaw. I'm missing Colin Blackshaw. And I've gone for Olympiacos to win 4-0. Colin Blackshaw. Let me just check, and then I'll start doing the rollbacks. Alan, don't forget to leave them on the stream. Right, Colin Blackshaw. Let me see if I can find you, sir. Or have you missed out completely on this one? No, Colin, I cannot see your score at all for this game. Archer, 4 o'clock on Monday. All the shows I tend to do them at 4 o'clock. So the results for these and the next week's ones will be on Monday. Colin Blackshaw, we'll have to roll back to you. For the people that are missing, Archer, you still got more to come. Right, this is for Side Dancer, Jimmy Talks Football, Nick Fadley, Archer, Angeball, Angus, Alan, and Mikey. Give me your prediction for this game. I'm rolling back for you guys because you missed the first games. Yeah, I've got it right now. I've got yours. It's only Colin Blackshaw I was missing on the Olympiacos game. So the people that I call out, I need Aston Villa, Man City for Cy, Jimmy Talks Football, Nick Fadley, Archer, Angeball, Angus McDowell, Rakdos Madness, Mikey Romero. You are the guys that I'm missing these scores for. So 2-1. Mikey Romero's going 1-3. Side Dancers going 2-0. Rinketic, I haven't called your name out, but I will do when it comes to your match. You put the predictions in for this one. Archer, I need your score, mate, because you haven't done these ones. I need Aston Villa versus Man City, mate. You haven't done these. You're missing a fair few games, Archer. So I'm rolling back. I'm doing them for the people that missed the first ones. So Archer, you're part of this. Aston Villa, Man City, mate. Two one. Right, Archer. So you'll win with this one. Right. The next game is for. So Brentford versus Nottingham Forest. The people that missed out on this one were. Right. It's again the same people. It's Cy, Jimmy, Cy, James, Archer, and Mikey Romero. I need the 4 of you to give me Brentford versus Forest because you lot missed this one as well. Rinketic, you step into the next one. The next one's where you start, Rinketic. 0-2. Jimmy Talks Football's going for a 2-all draw. Side Dancer has gone 2-1. And Archer has gone 2-2. Right, this next game is for Rinketic, Cy, James, Archer, and Mikey Romero. And that's Ipswich versus Newcastle, please. Side Dancer, 1-3. Right, Cy, you're in. I've got all yours, Cy. You're now in. Mikey Romero's gone 1-3. Jimmy's gone 1-4. And Rinketic, Archer's gone 1-2. Rinketic has gone 1-2. Right. So this next game is for Rinketic, James, Archer, and Mikey. Just the four of you left. So Rinketic, James, Archer, Mikey. Drula flexing her 4-month member chat saying, "Are you not entertained? Come on, you Spurs. Thanks, Jose." And a super chat from Dekaru says, have a happy Christmas break all. Stay warm. I'll try to stay cool. I've never been cool. You are cool. You are cool. No worries about that at all. You are definitely cool. Thank you very much for that. Jimmy Talks Football says 1-2. 1-2 for Jimmy. Mikey says 2-2. Archer says 2-2. And we've got 1-3 for Rinketic. Right, same four of you again for this next game. And the four of you need to tell me Crystal Palace versus Arsenal. So that is Rinketic, James, Archer, Mikey. Two one for Mikey. 2-1 for Jimmy. 1-2 for Rinketic. And a 1-2 for Archer. Right, James, you're now done. All right. So the next game now is for Rinketic. You need to stop for one game and then come back in after, but not this one. But this is now for Archer and for Mikey Romero. Archer and Mikey, Everton versus Chelsea, please. So this is Archer and Mikey Romero only. Mikey Romero 0-2. Archer 1-3. Archer, you are done, mate. I've got all yours now. Archer, you're done. Don't hit the like button on your way out. Mikey Romero, Fulham versus Southampton. Just for you, Mikey, at the moment. This one. And then Rinketic comes back in on the next one. Fulham, Southampton. Mikey 1-0. Okay. Right. The next one is for Mikey and Rinketic. Mikey and Rinketic. Leicester versus Wolves, please. No worries, Archer. Take care. Just don't forget, guys, to hit that like button. 44 likes. That's not so bad. Not so bad. Could be better than the kick in the back, but that's not so bad. Right. Rinketic says 1-2. Right, Rinketic, you're done, mate. I have all yours. You're now in. I've only got Mikey Romero left at the moment. So Mikey, next game for you, Mikey, is Man United Bournemouth, please, Mikey. Man United versus Bournemouth, please, Mikey. Rinketic says, thank you, Jose. You are goated. Thank you very much, sir. Take care of yourself. Mikey Romero says 1-2. 1-2. Right, Mikey, your next game, sir, is Tottenham versus Liverpool, please, Mikey. Everyone sees football through their own eyes, Mikey. It's a famous saying that a manager of ours said many, many moons ago. And I totally agree. We all see football through our own eyes, hence why not everyone agrees on the games that we see and the performances that are put in, because we all see things differently. You can't tell what the other scores are because you wasn't here, mate. So, but there are a lot of differing scores. Right, the next game for you, Mikey son, is Leeds versus Oxford. Leeds versus Oxford, please, Mikey. Two 0 for Mikey. And the last game for you, Mikey, is, and this is the second of the three bonus games. You already gave me the Olympiacos score, but the second of the three bonus games is Barnet versus Halifax. Barnet versus Halifax, please, Mikey. Three one. All right, that is. Let me just save all this because otherwise I'll lose it all. Right, that's all in. Right, that's all in, everyone. So thank you very much for today for watching. I'd like to thank Peter Kagayas for sponsoring the show today. Let me just get rid of these banners. The people sponsoring the show today were Peter Kagayas, who gifted 5 channel memberships. Then Donna Cullen also gifted 5 channel memberships. Thanking Donna Cullen for her super chat. Jesse for a member chat. Bobby K for his super chat. Dekaru for a super chat. Vindaloo also for his super chat. And also Dekaru again for another super chat. And Drula for her member chat. So thank you all very much for sponsoring the show today. Please remember that I've got all the shows set up from now till we're on game week 17. By the time we finish in just under 2 weeks' time, we will be on game week 20. But everything's already been pre-set up. On Monday, it will be the results show at 4 o'clock for this week, and we will then predict for next week. So it's a double show on Monday. In the meantime, I would like to thank you all for watching, and thank you all. And I'm hoping that you'll have a really, really good weekend, and that you're happy and healthy with everything you do until we next meet again on Monday at 4 o'clock. So, like always, we're in the semi-finals of the Carabao Cup, by the way, everyone. Something we haven't mentioned, but we are in the semi-finals of the Carabao Cup. Long may this continue. I'd rather be content than discontent. So please, everybody, be happy, be safe, and it's always from me. Come on, you Spurs. And in the big Ange, I trust. Thank you very much, everyone. Take care of yourselves. See you later. Bye.